All right, we are wrapping it up in Garage 81, and it was a hot day for work. And of course, I was told when I got into this that the next couple of days are supposed to be a little bit cooler, so that'll be a good time to wrap it up on this. So, what was in the works for today? Well, let me turn this around for you so you can see. So this cart right here is an old Black & Decker tool cart and storage. And I have my sander on top, and it's got all this junk on there. Well, I was just making stuff with it, so I have my junk laying out on that while I'm trying to make its replacement. And also, I have this lathe. This is a wood lathe right here that it's 18-inch capability is what I like to use a lot. And normally I have that on my workbench right here. And this is all a very temporary setup, and it's not very good looking, and you know, it's all messed up. So my plan was to take this cart and combine the capability of having my lathe and my sander being used on the same type of cart, but something that I made. So, and this is outside right now. This is the carcass to that cart. I've got a double layer top that I'm going to be making with that. It's all made with 3/4 inch finished grade plywood. It's got a UV coating veneer over the surface, so it's really durable. It's already finished. So anytime that I have to make a glue joint or anything back down in here inside the carcass, I have to sand away the finish so that it will actually glue down. But it's a lot better than trying to waste a lot of money putting finish on something that's just going to get bumped and banged around anyway. So everything came together very well so far. It's all lining up. I had a straight edge cutting guide that I had used to make all of this work, and it's all lining up very well. I had to do a little bit of flush trimming, and then of course my flush trim bit decided to take a crapper on me too, so now I got to go and get a flush trim bit. So tomorrow I am going to make the face frame and the door, the two doors that open up off of this. And the way I'm going to do that is off of one sheet of plywood that I'm going to center cut with the doors. And that's going to be a little fancy cutout work, but it'll work just fine. Right now, I have the rollers in place down in the corner down here. All of the rollers are in place. So unlock, and this thing rolls around really nice, just like my chop saw table does. The tabletop, however, is not attached to my cabinet, so I've got to constantly adjust as I push this around. But once I get that tabletop cut out, the next thing I'm going to do is cut some handle holds on either side. That's why I made this lip out just about 4 inches, so I can carve some handle holds in here, and then that way you'll be able to grip and roll and move this thing around really easy. And it's long enough to hold my lathe. And while I'm lathing, I have storage for my sander, and then when my sander gets pulled out, I'll have storage at the bottom for my lathe. So there's going to be a shelf that goes across the middle here as well, and that shelf will be divided at the top, and it'll also hold my sanding equipment and my sander, my sandpaper, and my orbital sander and all that other stuff. So that is looking good. Everything is coming out just fine. This is kind of a specialty type of thing that woodworkers like to do, kind of improve their shop with their stuff. Push this into the garage because I am going to call it quits for today, and we will take this up again tomorrow and continue working on it. So it looks really good so far. So the plywood was $50 for a 4x8 sheet. And I'm using about 1.5 of those sheets, so I'll have a little bit of scrap left over. Probably do some extra stuff with that. And then the wheels were over at Harbor Freight. Cost me about $25 for all of those wheels. And then I got hinges and handles. And what was really cool was I found these handles were on clearance. Let me pull these suckers out here. There we go. Here, I can't one-hand this. Can you help me out here? Okay. Here, hold this camera over here for me. This is my lovely wife holding camera, so I can actually do my work. And then I need a knife. I've got plenty of knives around here. So this was on clearance. That's going to be a front pull for the 2 doors, one on either side. Nice heavyweight stainless steel too, so that's going to be really long lasting. So that's going to look really cool against this blonde birch plywood, and it'll give a nice finish. So it'll make it this tool cart is going to look really professional when I get done. So that's it. This is probably one of the more clear-cut, simple projects that somebody can accomplish and create a personal tool cart for their wood shop, or heck, even a mechanic could use something like this. Just put more shelves and possibly drawers in there, and it would be a nice custom tool cart. And it's really solid. We're talking two of those sheets. I think one of those sheets was a good 80 pounds, 60, 80 pounds, something like that. It took both of us to lift it. So that was a heck of a deal. When I get done, this thing is going to be very, very solid. It's going to be one of my better project pieces that I made. So anyway, I'm rambling on, signing off. This is Garage 81 for your needs. Bye.